wakati yani Mheshimiwa Mbui.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I rise also to support this petition by Honorable Bwire. I've been to that region of Taveta, and it's true that there is a real messiness of wildlife. And my concern is Kenya Wildlife Services. Whenever there is any conflict between humans and wildlife, how come they are constantly on the side of wildlife? I mean, it's like as if that organization is run by animals. Now there is a conflict of grazing grounds. And the issue of grazing grounds, Madam Speaker, is our animals that we feed on and those ones that are in the wild, and they also again want to take the side of the wild animals. Madam Speaker, it's quite an issue. But then what comes into my mind is the issue of how do we manage disasters like drought, because we require to figure out how to deal with these many animals that our herders keep. Because whenever we have drought, a lot of our herders, pastoralists, lose so many animals. In fact, I can tell you there are some people who have been wiped out completely by this last drought. Because, I mean, for you to replace an animal or a herd of animals, it's not easy. So it's really a major issue that we need to look at. And I think the government needs to look into how to deal with the issue of drought management so that we don't continue losing our animals. But finally, Madam Speaker, the issue of the grazers that are being fined, and not being fined, but being arrested and locked up. Madam Speaker, this issue is the issue of kangaroo courts, where the police, KWS officers, and other people with some kind of authority, even KRA officers, they have decided to do kangaroo courts in Kenya. In fact, we need to ask ourselves, are we a country that really believes in the rule of law? Why is it every time somebody wants to create a law that doesn't exist and punish our people unnecessarily? I mean, if the law is clear that they should be fined, let them be fined and be released. But for them to be kept in there, Madam Speaker, it tells me one thing, that these officers' intention is not to get justice, but to get money through a bribe. And that is where the problem is, Madam Speaker. Finally, Madam Speaker, they have talked about double standards. Honorable Boyka says that there are some people who can graze the animals in the reserves, but there are others who cannot. That's double standards, Madam Speaker. We need to ask that we ensure that everyone is treated equally in this country. Let there be no double standards. Everybody is a shareholder and everybody must get their fair share. If we are going to graze our animals, let all of us graze. But not certain special people and others don't get the opportunity. Thank you for the chance, Madam Speaker.
Thank you. Member for Sigor, Honorable Peter Lochakapong.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I want, on the onset, to say that I want to support the petition by the member for Taveta, and say that